大家好，今天的单词是 suspect. Okay, so last week at my job, I lost my new Apple Watch, but a part of me was thinking someone must have stole it because Apple Watches just don't get up and walk away, you know? So everyone at the office was looking like a sus. Oh, so sus is slang and it just means suspect. Another way to say it. So let us just look closer at the word. Suspect. S-U-S-P-E-C-T. Suspect. And it's being used here as a noun, and it means a person thought to be guilty of a crime or offense. So it means that we just think someone did something bad, but are we 100% sure? We're not 100% sure if they did it or not. So that means they are a suspect. For example, there is a game where everyone gets a role and a couple of people are the werewolves and are killing, well, you know, not real killing, but just in the role-playing way, the townspeople, aka the other players. The key is no one knows who the werewolves are in the group. So everyone is a, you guessed it, suspect. I love these kind of games, especially with friends, because it really challenges your friendship. Because who wants to think as their friend as a hungry, human, eating werewolf? Exactly. See? It's a bad thing. If someone has been found guilty of a crime, then they are no longer a suspect because they really were the human hungry werewolf. So, let's look at some examples. Example 1. How come everyone is counting me as a suspect? I would never steal an Apple Watch. Example 2. Jane is such a sus. She was talking about how her old Apple Watch just broke. Example 3. Tiffany, not everyone you see is a suspect. Okay, suspect is 嫌疑犯. Got it? Oh yeah. By the way, I did find my Apple Watch. It was in my lunch bag. Okay. Offspring. Love is in the air, right? Valentine's Day is just around the corner. All my November offspring know our parents were feeling the love too, and that's why we're here. Okay, let's look closer at the word offspring. O-F-F-S-P-R-I-N G, offspring. I think we can break this down just a little bit more so you guys understand. So, the first part is going to be off. O-F-F, a prepositional meaning away from. So then the second part, spring, is going to be S-P-R-I-N-G, which means a new beginning. So, they are still a part of you, but separate from you, of course, your offspring, your children, your child, or it could even mean animals having babies as well. So basically, it just means baby, your offspring. And another way you can look at it is to remember the word spring, which means a certain time in the year. And during springtime, that's when animals find their mates and having lots of babies, and also flowers are blooming. It's a new beginning. It's new. So speaking of animals and offspring, if you know anything about rabbits, when I think of offspring, I just think of rabbits just because they have so many babies. They're baby making machines. Imagine if humans had 4 to 5 offspring at a time. That's crazy. I always think about my grandmother who had my mom and her twin. So I feel like even having twins, that's a lot of offspring to have at once. And so it must have been a lot of hard work just to have like 2 at the same time. Like any amount of children must be hard to have at once, but 5 at one time, I don't think so. Not for me. Okay. So offspring is just another word for children. So I have some example sentences for you guys. Example 1. I have to get home soon because my dog just had her offspring. Example 2. She's the offspring of a scientist and a musician. So you know she's going to be very talented when she grows up. So, again, the word is offspring. Okay, that's all the time we have today. So, get it? Got it? Okay, that's good. All right, sentence. So, I'm guessing none of you guys are actually like in jail or in prison at the moment since you guys are listening in today. But I don't mean sentence as in a group of words. Not that kind of sentence. The sentence where you commit a crime and the judge gives you 25 years and you start crying. Yes, that kind of sentence. Where you do something bad. So let's look into the word a little more. Okay, sentence, which is a noun, and it's spelled S-E-N-T-E-N-C-E. So let's just look at the phonics a little bit. So in the word sentence, the first syllable is stressed. So it's sentence, sentence, not sentence. It's sentence. So say it with me, sentence. Yeah. Okay, so a sentence is a punishment that a judge gives you when, you do something bad or, just commit a crime. Their sentence could be jail time, prison time, or even community service. And in some cases, it could be just giving money to the other person that you committed a crime against. So I remember a story about a man who pleaded guilty for a ton of things. He did so many things. He damaged a ton of property. He was hitting police officers. When the police officers caught him, he actually escaped. And so he did all of those things. And guess how long they gave him? They only gave him 50 minutes. 50 minutes. That's crazy. He did all of these crazy things and all he had to do was serve 50 minutes in jail and then write an apology letter to the police officers. Isn't that crazy? I was so shocked when I heard that. Then I was thinking, what if I got 50 minutes in jail? I'm pretty sure I would start crying. I think I would be crying. But I was telling Winter about this story and she was like, by the time you stop crying, you'll basically be out already. And I was like, that is so true. Because it's only 50 minutes, not even an hour. So crazy, so crazy. So here, let's look at some example sentences. Example 1. OJ should have been found guilty and sentenced for the death of his wife. But we don't really know if he did it. Example 2. She was sentenced to 25 years to life. Wow, that's a long time. So the sentence is 盘踞. See, you got it. See you next time. And remember, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. Or you could serve a long sentence. So be careful out there.
Hello, welcome to Morning English. 早安英文呢是一个为大家免费提供英语教学的频道，每天都会更新。如果你想获得关于英语听说读写的内容，我们都会在这个频道更新。我们的目标是帮助全球的华人学好英语。如果你觉得还不错的话，记得给我们订阅哦。另外，点开小铃铛，这样的话就不会错过其他任何学习视频啦。对了，如果你想获取本节课的完整版笔记，在视频简介或者评论区领取哦。你也可以给这个视频点赞，点赞就相当于自动保存啦。
Stay good, citizens. Catch you later. Bye.